Namaste and welcome to Psychology for Marketers. In today's episode, I want to share with you a few tips on how to overcome the fear of selling. Look, the equation is easy. If you want to make money, you have to sell. Be it your product, your services, or yourself, you have to know how to sell. This skill is essential. So I have 5 tips for you that are going to make it easier. Number 1, it's to realizing that selling is good. Look, I'm assuming that whatever that you're selling is really of value, so that you're not, selling anything that's bad and that doesn't work or hurts people. So if you really have a solution, understand the true value of what you have. If you know that your product or service really helps people and really makes a difference in their life, then why is it bad to get it out to people? You should really change how you look at it. You selling your product, it's really you being of service to those people. So for example, among my courses that I sell online, I have a lot of them that talk about persuasion. And I know that it's good. I know that the tips from this course really work. And I also know how important it is in your daily life to know how to influence people. So when I sell my product, I don't look at it as like, oh, I'm doing something bad. I'm looking at it as I'm really providing the solution for a person to experience so much more and really change their life and improve their lives. So I don't feel bad about selling because I am helping people out. So be really aware of the value you provide and focus on the fact that your product is making a difference in somebody else's life. Now, yes, selling has a bad rap. Who hasn't been approached by one of those intimidating and pushy guys trying to sell you something that you really don't need? And how many of us ended up buying something that, we spent way too much money for, we never used, we never needed or wanted in the first place? Well, but unless you're selling a product like that nobody needs, then in your case, selling is an act of service. Another thing, and that's number 2, is that people love to buy. I mean, frankly, if we looked globally at all the people shopping, it's probably the number 1 hobby and the number 1 antidepressant remedy that people use. We love buying. We love spending money. So, think of yourself. The last time you bought something that you really liked, how did you feel? And then tap into those feelings. Because when you're selling your product, you're making somebody feel as good and as excited as you were. Number 3 is to practice. Look, there's no way around it. The only way and the easiest way to be good at something is to practice it. So all those extremely successful salesmen, they weren't born like this. They simply have tons of practice behind them. So you want to practice, practice, practice. There is a reason why we say that practice makes perfect. And especially when it comes to selling, because some of us find it very difficult and we feel very exposed when we do it. So you want to familiarize yourself with different states and different emotions and different possible scenarios, because it makes it much easier to actually go out there and do the selling. So you can do it with the mirror. Talk to yourself in the mirror. You can visualize. So see different scenarios in your mind and try to play them out. You can practice with your friends. And then practice with smaller clients. So don't go for the big fish right away. But go to people that if they tell you no, it's okay. You're not going to suffer and your world is not going to end. And practice on them. And the more you practice, the easier it will become for you. Here's number 4, and that's something that I love doing because it makes selling really easy. And it's to just have some kind of a notebook or a place where you write down all the phrases and all the sentences that later you use when you sell. So whenever, let's say, I hear somebody selling and they say something, I'm like, oh, that's really good. I just write it down. Often when I watch webinars or I go through some courses and I know they'll be selling in the end, even though I'm not interested in buying, I will watch till the end because I'm curious what kind of selling techniques they're using. And again, when they say something and I like it because I feel like, well, that would actually work on me. I write it down and then I use the exact same words myself. That makes it easier. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. There are certain scripts that really work on people and add confidence to how you present your offer. So always keep a notebook on you, write down all the phrases you like and then simply use them. And the last tip, number 5, stick to your pricing. Look, yes, people will object and will complain about your price, but guess what? Money and time are the 2 most common excuses people make why they don't do something. So yes, people are going to tell you that your offer is too expensive because they're using it as an excuse for their inaction. But that's on them and that has nothing to do with you. You have to stick to your prices because you have to understand what is the value that you provide. I had cases when people told me that I charge too much, but I didn't lower the price because I know exactly what kind of value I provide. And I know that an hour of coaching with me can make huge changes for those people that are going eventually to be much more worthy than the money that they pay me for this 1 hour. I know exactly what I can deliver and I know the value of it, so I'm not going to go down. If you want me to go down with the price, I'm going to go down with my services because it is equal, it is par. And I really want you to look at what you provide, understand the value, set the price, and stick to it. The more you believe in the value you provide, the more other people will as well. And then it will be easier for them to pay you the price that you're charging. And here are 2 tactics that you can use to help people who are not really sure whether they can pay the price that you're charging. So number 1 is compare your price to something else. So we actually don't understand anything in absolute terms. If I tell you $100, you don't know if it's a lot or not. But let's say if it's $100 for a car, you'd be like, whoa, that's nothing. But if it's $100 for a flower, well, then it's super expensive. So help people really understand your price by comparing it to something else. Let's say you charge something up to $100, you can say that, hey, listen, for the price of a dinner for 2, you can get this online course which is going to totally change your relationships. So you compare just one dinner to a total life change, and it makes it easier for people to be okay with the price and pay it. And the second thing you can do, following how our mind works, is to really put your solution as a part of something bigger. So the way we work is that we have this kind of compartments in our mind and we put everything in those compartments. So let's say that I sell a product for weight loss. So I can put it in the compartment of physical looks. Well, and then a person will be willing only to spend that much money for this small compartment. But think about it. That could also be a part of something much bigger. If I look at you losing weight, I could tell you that, well, first of all, thanks to you looking better, you will be able to attract your soulmate and finally create a relationship that you are happy with. And every day you will look at this person and you will feel so much love and you'll be happy. So I'm not just giving you, weight loss. I'm giving you a happy relationship. Another thing is, there are so many people who unfortunately die because of obesity. So I'm not only allowing you to lose weight, I'm saving your life. I'm allowing you to be healthy so you can live longer, so you can see your grandchildren. Now, if you position your solution this way, then it enters a much bigger compartment, and then people are more committed to follow through. Because if I tell you just, hey, do you want to lose weight? You'd be like, well, yeah, who wouldn't want to? But if I tell you, do you want to find your soulmate? And do you want to live long enough to be able to cherish every single day with that? Well, then you're much more excited about it. So you want to get people excited about solution, and the price should never be the obstacle for it. So try these 5 tips out and just really, you're going to crush it. Selling is going to become natural for you and you're going to be so good at it. And remember, like I said, there's really no way around it. To be successful, you have to learn how to sell, but it's not as difficult and it's not as bad as we usually think about it. So go ahead, try those tips and let me know in the comment section below which one you like the most. And if you like this video, then please like it and help me spread it to more people. So share it on Facebook, email it, sell it to anybody that you know will benefit from this content as well. And if you like this video and you would like to get more videos like this, then make sure you subscribe to our community at psychologyformarketers.com. This way you'll be getting an email with a video like this every week for free. Plus I keep additional content and all cool things just for our subscribers. So if you don't want to miss out on this, then make sure you join us. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you next week.